Welcome to Fabric Queen Tarot. It is coffee break time. All right? Coffee break time for you to take a break, most importantly. Maybe possibly pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, pop water, whatever it is, in essence, you need to take a break with. And you know what? Let's get into it. I've got some exciting overall things to share with you. And some of these things overall, you might realize you're pushing way too hard overall towards, okay? And I'm hearing loosen the slack here a little bit, okay? Because there's something here, all right? It's not working for you, okay? It's working against you, and you don't even realize it. That's right. So let's get into it because I'm hearing most importantly, all right? You need to get aligned, okay? You need to get ready here to move forward, okay? Move on to something new, something bigger, something better here within a situation. And what's coming in for you could be not only just somewhat of a spiritual awakening, 1001, but I feel like overall here it's going to affect your vision. What you thought you saw, think you saw within a situation is not exactly what's going to happen. That's right. So let's take a little look-see here because, yeah, you need a message. I know you do. And I'm seeing conflict here, okay? Conflict here. Maybe possibly some overall arguments, maybe a little bit of a dispute here. Maybe possibly either with yourself or overall battling with somebody else in your life here. You might feel a little bit territorial, okay? Feeling like, you know what, you got to defend your ground, okay? Your overall area here. But then I'm also seeing something with regards to your overall community, okay? Where this could affect your community. Your community could find out about this. And yet, realize here within the situation that, you know what, things ain't been that great, have they? Because somebody's been pushing and pushing and pushing. And yet, you might feel like overall within this situation here, this matter's not resolved yet. There's so much overall inner turmoil, unhappiness around you here. And somebody might be wanting to leave. That's right. When I'm looking right here, most importantly, a transition. You might be thinking about making a transition, okay? Or somebody within your energy here wants to make a transition. And you might feel like, you know what, you're coming out of one frying pan, going directly right back into another one. The crazy part about it is, what you don't realize is, you're not making any progress, are you? It's almost as if you're sitting there spinning your wheels. Yeah. And yet, you've got a decision to make. And the thing about it is, you're a little bit indecisive, aren't you? It's like you can't decide between two different things here. But then on one hand, you know what? You don't want to see the truth for what it really truly is. I feel like somebody here has maybe possibly been exposed here within a situation. There's been a few delays overall here within this situation. And maybe you've had to postpone a few things here, okay? Because something here has been exposed. And I feel like maybe some of that's got to do with the Lover's card. Maybe overall with a relationship. I hate to make it a love reading, but it seems like it's going there, isn't it? And yet as much as what you're pushing and pushing and pushing here, I'm hearing stop pushing against this. Let it go. Get yourself realigned here so things can start working for you, most importantly, because there's some trust issues. There's some disharmony here. And somewhat of an imbalance where somebody here within this situation is not taking accountability here, okay, for their overall reactions, their actions, most importantly. And this here is what's creating that conflict. Yeah. And the harder you push, the worse it gets, doesn't it? You bet it does. But the Judgment card came out, all right? And you're being called right now, most importantly here, to be very, very decisive. And be reminded here, you're not here to judge. But maybe you're sitting in a situation where, you know what, you maybe need to go inward here. Okay? Literally do a self-evaluation here of you as an individual here. Because I feel like somebody here is on the verge of making some snap judgments real quick here. And yet, somebody here is going to wind up carrying all the blame. Oh, yeah. Ace of Wands here in the reverse. And you might be a little bit hesitant here. Okay? You might be a little bit hesitant. You might feel like overall all the work you've done, every effort you've put into this has been somewhat of a waste. But I'm here to tell you it wasn't a waste. No, it wasn't a waste at all. Because real soon here, you're going to be making some very quick decisions. In fact, there's some stuff coming in here so fast, headed directly towards you here. And what's going to happen here, as quickly as what this is coming, you're going to have to make quick decisions. You're going to have to be on your toes. You're going to have to be ready for this here. And believe it or not, this is what's going to help you take off here. This is what overall is going to get you moving, okay, in the right direction here, exactly where you're supposed to be. Now, when I look at the Emperor, okay, this is either your divine masculinity coming out here to the surface, or you are dealing with a divine masculine here. Somebody who is very structured, okay? Somebody here who knows exactly what they want, and they go after it. Somebody here who is definitely owning their own space with their confidence, all right? There's no questions asked. This is somebody here, overall, who's practical, who's older, who's very logic, and yet very disciplined, and stepping into that overall authority position. Oh yeah. I'm hearing bold. I'm hearing strong, vivacious. And I'm also seeing somebody moving here. Okay? Moving, jumping in at the overall moment, coming directly towards you here. Fearless, ambitious here, because you know what? They want to stand by your side. They want to help you here within this situation. This person could be somebody who's somewhat a daredevil, okay? Somebody who's maybe a little bit rebellious, but they too know exactly what they want when they want it. And this is what's going to create the very big change you were not expecting. And when that happens, you are about to accumulate, okay? I feel like overall here, this might have to do with inheritance. This might also have to do with you acquiring something here within this situation. This could be maybe some unexpected financial windfall here coming directly towards you. A trust fund, maybe. But whatever it is, let me tell you something. You're going to know exactly what to do. That's right. Because I also see the marriage card. And when I look at the marriage card here, things have been a little bit unhappy for quite some time. All right? And maybe you came from a dysfunctional family, a dysfunctional home here. And things weren't always so great. But I believe overall here, when this happens, and this person comes into your life here, things are about to take a turn. I'm seeing a lot of happy here. I'm seeing people getting together. I'm seeing some long-term relationships here. Becoming something a little bit longer than what you expected. And I kid you not, with the Strength card at the bottom of the deck here, you might feel like you're being tested at the overall moment this all happens. And you might have to pull on that inner strength of yours here. But you're strong, you're bold, and you can do this. I know you can do this. So with that in mind, I want to take a little look-see here at your overall career, your money, And let's find out what the devil is going on here, because there's something happening here bigger than you can imagine. You might work in a toxic work environment, and that might be why there's so much unhappiness here with regards to a relationship, with a home. But I'm also seeing a vacation card, okay? So I feel like to some extent here, you might be considering taking a vacation, trying to escape all this, get away from it all. And yet, you just want your debt paid. You don't want to go until your overall debt's been paid in full, right? Right. But I'm hearing there's something here yet you need to follow up on. All right? Checks and balances here. All right? Balances within your account, most importantly. Because I see you right now doing a lot of micromanaging. Okay? Multiple things here within a situation. And you don't need to micromanage. You shouldn't have to micromanage everything and anything. But what you don't realize is some unexpected income is. Okay, this is double clarification, double downing here. You've got unexpected income coming in here. And this here is what's going to help you. All right. So I feel like you're going to be moving away from a lot of toxic issues. Okay, whether this is your work environment, whether this is family, friends, a marriage, okay, co-workers here. And when it does happen, you're going to create a lot of growth within yourself here. All right, a lot of growth. In fact, you're going to be making a tremendous amount of progress here within your situation. But the key thing is definitely do the follow-up. Because I also see you doing some shopping. I feel like you're going to be shopping around here within a situation. And while you're shopping around, somebody's going to approach you here. What are they going to approach you with? A fake apology. All right? Coming in to apologize. They're sorry for the things they said. They're sorry for the things that they did. I almost get the impression here somebody's going to be looking and wanting possibly a second chance here within a situation. I don't really believe or understand at this moment here whether or not you're going to give them that second chance or whether or not you're going to accept that apology. But what I do know is whoever comes in and starts apologizing for the way they acted, the things that they said, the things that they did, I don't believe overall it's because they want you back. All right? I believe overall within this situation, a lot of this has to do with bank failure. I believe they overall found out that you've got some unexpected money. And right now their world is about ready to collapse. Okay? And they're just coming in to apologize because they think you're going to be the sucker again one more time. That's right. All right? I feel like you've paid debts in the past. And it didn't get you nowhere, did it? You just suffered an overall loss, didn't you? Yeah, they're going to be telling you that they only want you, right? Right. And they only want to be devoted to you. And that they're so attached to you. And that they crave you, okay? Each and every day, each and every moment here. And this whole situation has created such an emotional storm within their heart, within their mind here. And it's affected them in the most unpronounced ways, okay? And created so much instability within their life since the day that you left. That, in actuality, they couldn't see it before because they were too busy lusting overall somebody else. And they knew they couldn't commit to them. So you let them go. Yeah, that's right. You abandoned them. You walked away. And you know what? They thought that was cold. They thought that was mean. They thought that that was cruel. But yet, was it really? I mean, because overall in this situation, they can blame cloudy judgment for all they want. But you know what? Their overall thought processes were distorted from the get-go. Had they not been, they would have never did what they did, right? Right. And now all you have left and they have left are nothing but memories. That's right. Nothing but bittersweet memories within the situation. And it's really too bad. Because I don't think you really wanted it to wind up that way. In fact, I think overall within this situation, you thought this was going to have a different or a better turnout. And now, that's not the case, is it? No, that's not the case. In fact, I'm seeing the 11th house, and I wouldn't worry so much about the 11th house as what I would about 2 crows here, okay? Because I feel like you're getting your freedom, all right? Freedom to associate with whoever you want to. Maybe even overall create a circle of friends here. I see your ancestors coming in, untying and breaking those binds, those chains, those overall attachments here, and letting you be free once and for all. That's what I see. And there's a lot of hope here. Okay? It's like your ancestors already know what your wishes are and what it is that you want to do. And I feel like within this situation, this has something to do with your future. But keep in mind here, you're being called to have some caution, all right, with your overall move here, all right? And understand, your ancestors, they already know the tea, okay? They already know it. They already know, they know what to expect, what's going to happen already here before you even know. But I gotta tell you, I think somebody's going to be sitting back here, grabbing their bowl of popcorn, and they're going to be watching this shit go down, all right? Because they're sick and tired of the overall drama, and they're sick of the overall toxic within this relationship. And I'm hearing, if it smells like cologne, leave it alone here, because somebody is on the verge of overall getting kicked to the curb. And I think we know who that somebody is. Yes, we do. And finally, you're going to have your day to set the overall record straight here. That's right. So with that in mind, you keep making progress here. But stop pushing. Stop pushing overall. Get yourself aligned here within this situation. And move on. Because you know what? There's something already set in stone here for you. You don't realize this, but it is. And the thing of it is, this was all woven behind the scenes. And you need to be ready for this. So get ready. There's no point in hanging on to something that don't serve you. And with that, I'll be talking to you later.